Well, so for me, most of my deals come from wholesalers, truthfully,
Okay.
because I am partly retired now.
Okay.
And I primarily do a lot of lending and syndications and things like that that are more passive for me. So, but I do actively invest. I do fix and flips. I'll do, sub twos or any kind of investment deal that's a good deal. I'll take it
Okay.
if it comes right to me on a silver platter. So most of them are coming from wholesalers. So this is a
Okay.
big thing for wholesalers. Most wholesalers, though, do not know what to do with a sub two potential or to know when it should be or could be a sub two potential.
Okay. So what are some of the key things that as a wholesaler they need to look at, or just
Yeah,
even as just a
anyone.
regular investor?
Yeah,
What are some of the things they need to notice to say, oh well, you know what, I can convert
yeah.
this into a sub two deal and still make money.
I think right now the biggest opportunity, and this is like I've been hitting my group up over the head with this, like guys, if you find 2.5, 3.5% deals, you need to really look at them because if you can start making those payments on that mortgage at 2.5, 3%, there's a huge amount. Number one, the payment's going to be a lot lower than anything you get today,
Mm-hmm.
right? 7, 8%, whatever they are right now. It's going to be so much lower. But not only that, there is going to be a lot more going toward equity, which
Right.
we could talk about in a minute. But so just that cash flow alone is going to be huge. But a lot of times a wholesaler is thinking they're going to sell to a rehabber, right? And a rehabber may say, well, gosh, they owe 300, it's worth maybe close to that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to work. But the payment could be really low
Right.
comparatively to
Mm-hmm.
anything new. And there might be an opportunity for them to keep it as a buy and hold because of the potentially that could cash flow, right? It's harder to cash flow when you're talking about high prices right now
Mm-hmm.
and high interest rates. It's making it
Mm-hmm.
unaffordable for investors.
Mm-hmm. So, as somebody that's new getting into creative finance, right? The question always comes up, well, how do I make the pitch to a seller to say, I'll take over your mortgage? They don't know me. They don't know if I'm going to
Yeah.
make the payment. How do you structure that conversation with the potential seller?
Well, it depends. So a lot of times a wholesaler will come to me and say, hey, I got this deal. I'm like, the numbers don't really look good, but do they have a mortgage? And they'll say, well, yeah. And how much do they owe? I try to get the details from the wholesaler first.
Okay.
And then usually, honestly, I'll usually tell the wholesaler, I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Can you let me
Right.
go meet with the seller to convert?
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to have that conversation with them that I need to have that. I need to help them feel comfortable with me.
Right.
So the first thing is they got to feel comfortable with me. But what I'm looking for is, a really good interest rate, a good payment, either something I can hold long term to build up equity
Mm-hmm.
or cash flow, or that I can flip to somebody else
Okay.
that understands sub twos.
Gotcha.